Good day, this is Tata Tronco Seiva doing another viewer request video. This time it's going to be on Cabo Ronda. He's also known as Watariamba, Palo Fuerte, Vence Batalla, and Cuyo Lofu, Sacampeño, and several others, just to name a few. But I know him as Cabo Ronda. Now, Cabo Ronda is the defender of justice. He's also the one that delivers justice in the religion, or basically in life. Cabo Ronda is the hunter of the Palo Mayombe religion, and he's great at what he does. He's a great hunter because it's said that his arrow never misses his target. Cabo Ronda is in charge of nature's law, the highest and true law there is. That's why, in turn, we assign him to be the guardian of the main legal system that us as a society abide to. His children are usually the cops, judges, paralegals, etc. Anyone that's associated with the legal system itself. Now, in turn, he is the spirit that someone that is doing anything illegal goes to for protection. I recommend anyone doing anything illegal should, in one way or the other, do works of protection with Cabo Ronda, because like I said earlier, his arrow never misses his target, and you could be involved in a group where at the end there's 12 defendants in that case, but you're the only one that was never pointed out. You were not singled out. The evidence, they skipped you in those investigations. Well, that's the power of Cabo Ronda. I mean, he will actually numb the rest of your co-defendants up, where they're too busy worried about themselves, and they forget about you to even point their fingers at you. And the cops are going to be so dumb and whatever during those investigations that only through Cabo Ronda this is possible. I mean, I don't condone those things, so I'm just saying, and it doesn't really have to be a drug charge, whatever, anything illegal, period. You should really look into doing something, the protective work with Cabo Ronda. Now, let's talk about Cabo Ronda's children. They are extremely reserved people, almost solitary people. They don't trust many people, especially when it comes to personal relationships, whether that's a love relationship or business relationship. They're very eerie. They always got their guard up. I mean, they tend to always be several steps ahead of everyone in their life. They really don't have too many people that they trust enough to be considered their friends. And when they do trust someone enough to consider them a friend, the guards are always up. Like, they're always trying to figure out if what this person is showing them and telling them is the truth and there's nothing behind that. That's the kind of person Cabo Ronda children's, that's how they act. And for the most part, every single one of them that I've met in my life fit that criteria. I mean, to the T. Now, Cabo Ronda he is an entity that there really isn't that many people in the religion that their main spirit is Cabo Ronda. I mean, there's a lot of us that do have that entity, but we have other entities as our main spirit, our protector. So when Cabo Ronda chooses you as their child, it's a huge honor, and it's hard to come by nowadays. Now, Cabo Ronda's colors are either all blue, or blue and gold, blue and yellow, or blue and amber. To me, it's not that relevant, but the colors, especially with the synchronism over the years and whatnot, to me, that's not really that relevant. Cabo Ronda is also extremely protective when it comes to his devotees and his children, because he looks after his devotees a lot too. Now, another thing about Cabo Ronda that gets overlooked quite often is that Cabo Ronda is strongly connected with witchcraft. Him and Osain, I mean, all the other entities, yes, they have some sort of connection to that type of work. But Cabo Ronda and Osain, they're like the most potent. They literally, like, Osain invented that. In other words, he was the first one to actually do witchcraft. Now, mind you, Osain he's involved in Palo, Mayombe, Abacua, Santeria, and Ifa, and he is the same entity all across, identical in all the 4 different religious worlds. He is the same. All right, and Cabo Ronda's #1 use again in the religion is to do spiritual works for court cases. That is his field. That is his domain. Like I said, he's the guardian of all these people that have to do with the legal system, so he could coerce whatever verdict he wants it to be. Another interesting thing is Cabo Ronda's patepimbas or spiritual sigils. I think they're very unique. They really are. They all have the use of the arc and arrow, the bow and arrow, but especially the different types of arrows. That's the secret behind his patepimbas. Different types of arrows for different commands, different jobs. Remember, he is a great hunter. What best to symbolize a hunter? An arrow. Now, Cabo Ronda, his rum is anise or anything with licorice in it, like sambuca. I mean, don't get me wrong, if the only thing that you have on hand is white Bacardi or chamba, so be it, you use it. But him specifically, you should always try to have his own separate bottle to the side. I always have his bottle to the side, and he's the only one that drinks from it. Alright, so this is a short video on Cabo Ronda. Leave any requests or whatever in the comments. And until next time, may Sami bless you and yours. Salam alaikum.